Just gave my daughter a bath. I got. I'm trying to be ready by 8 o'clock. So if you hear her squealing in the back, I'm sitting in a chair next to her crib, throwing her toys back in, and she throws them out at me. It just. Team. Okay, so this is my routine. Now, remember, if you guys have seen my videos before, I gotta pause it when I switch accounts. So here we go. I got all these farms. Okay, normally a person would shield or whatever. Well, not normally in my case, but many people either shield them or they get demolished. Whatever. Um, So here goes. I'm already skilled. I'm ready to rock and roll. This is my main castle that we're in. My troop count is like 288. I'm about to have a few come out, and my wounded unit limit is 3. So I pretty much don't have to hide anything. And I got VIP 9 now. So I got that extra defense bonus, extra attack, and I just nailed Commander 40 today. So I got to go ahead and get all these farms ready so I don't have to worry about them all weekend long. So here we go. So what I do is pay attention to you guys. Be smart. Tell your friends. Get on, check this out. We got an hour until void, and that's why I'm starting this process now. I like to wait till the last minute so I can get all the production out of them while I can. I mean, I can't promise I'll be back at my farms at all through void, let alone when I decide to come back, because you never know. Whatever random location I end up at might have something to hang around for. So this is one of my main farms. So the embassy's only at 13. Now, if I was a little more serious about this whole thing, and to worry about it, I'd have that max out my embassy so that I can fit more castles in here. Right now, let's see how many I can hold. Because this in War and Order, I have a much better unmanned strategy because, but that didn't come until after I wasn't chasing resources. So I can fit 156k in here. So this is what I do. I clear out all my notifications, get everything set up, do my donation. Then I'll go outside the castle, see where I'm at. Pay attention to what I'm leaving behind, because what I can do, I recall all, right? And then I go back to a, say, low tile, okay? 39 there. I send out my attack march. I already have it preset for the long range stuff. But all right, Scarlett, relax. But when it comes to going on defense, I want to add my blaze tanks. I'm not worried about shredders, not worried about them. And my miniguns here. These bikes can be helpful. Launchers can be helpful too, but I have to make sure that my tanks, see, my snipers are having to sit out. So instead of these, because the snipers will do more damage, and you don't necessarily, for a small march, you don't necessarily need to worry about it. You need some kill power behind your front line, point blank. And there's my flame cannon, which are priority, and laser cannon. All right, so I want to make sure I get out every troop that I can. So I got to kick back one. And what is going on here? Okay. And there we go. That's at the max. All right, so that's sending out to a tile. Doesn't matter what the load level is. The fact is that I have an attack march that is going to sit at home. It's completely ready. It's out of the... Scarlet, you make way too much noise. That's what I'm trying to say is I literally am so limited to my free time. All right, so I got my attack march out. Now the next thing I do is I go down here to build Scarlet to buildings and go down to my alliance fort, and then I'll hit reinforce, and it automatically has all the top tier loaded up. That's what you want to get rid of. You want to get rid of your top tier. Then you can go to um, there, right here, your hall, which can't be hit during void, and you can reinforce the remainder to your hall. So basically, when all is said and done, 2 marches are completely hidden and can't be touched. Now the hall does not work during Scarlet. Please, for the love of God, chill out. The hall does not work in regular time. It only works in Void War because your own realm's not attacking you, and in Void it can't be attacked. But the problem also with that, unlike the fort you can send with no limit. The hall here has a limit to what the highest rally capacity is. So whoever has the highest rally capacity that's in there currently in the hall is what your limit's going to be. So I hope I overloaded you with information there. It's really simple when it comes down to it. I had to go out of my daughter's room. She is driving me nuts. I'm trying to talk to y'all. There I go with all my officer chests. It's another thing that you can do is check that you have all your best possible officers on, especially being having your you put on your advanced command when you're sending troops out. You want the higher sorry, my pizza. You want the higher march size so that you can get as many out as you can. Now, know your hospital limit. I don't even know what it is right now. Fucking dogs. I can't go outside because it'll make the... So you go here, you go to Fleet Army. Top right, 112K. So I sent out a full attack march of 81,000. The rest are hidden, gone, good to go. Now, I want to empty this fucker before I start sending reinforcements into it. Got everything out. Oh, that's right. I'll stop talking and go and silently get through them on the next ones. I'm kind of trying to explain. So I got advanced medicine, intermediate medicine on right now. So that's the highest I'm going to get on my wounded limit, which is well above what I need it to be. All right. So that's that. I'm going to pause it real quick and run to my... You can just watch me do it. I'm taking the Wi-Fi. If you can't see, or let me know how it's looking. I just turned the Wi-Fi off. That way, wherever I go, it's not going to drop signal. And go ahead and grab that, because I don't want you guys dealing with a fading bullshit. Because I'm trying to. This is serious. This is very important because I have all these farms and I don't have to spend a dime on them. This is what I'm trying to show you guys. I have all these farms and I don't spend anything at all on them except for buying flags. And that's only because I like to own my own alliance. And it's fucking huge. So I'll go ahead and rip them back home. I mean, it comes void. You leave them tiles empty. And whoever cries about it can kiss your ass. Don't worry about them tiles. You're not farming. Building. I pick another low one that I haven't sent my troops to that will be covered. And tell you the truth, it is even better, I think, to have them out longer. All right, that's pretty good. I got a front line and some shielders left. So now then I go back down here, and this is because I'm not next to it. So this is how you can quickly find your buildings. Go, and then automatically all the top tier are loaded up. Send them out. Those are worth the points, and bottom line is, if all else fails, you do not want the other nation to get points for your mistakes. And then, of course, go here, reinforce. So that's already between the two of these accounts. That's 95,000 troops that I'm sending. I probably, not all of my farms are the bigger farms. That's another thing in the strategy. Some of them I have smaller that just have a few attack troops, not so much for defense, because they just reinforce the stronger accounts. Let's check officers, advanced command, intermediate medicine. That way, if all else fails, I save as many troops as I can. So now I've got these castles completely empty. I'm gonna pause it. So now that I had those completely empty, I want to make sure that you guys are seeing this. I got 2 bars on my 4G. Now that I have those 2 completely empty, my strong main farms, empty them so that I can reinforce them and not worry about, so that the resources are out, and then I can reinforce them and it no longer conflicts. Those are done. All right. So your strongest, largest castles, you need to account for how many smaller castles you have. So say you only need to make, like me, I've got 6 basically at the same size. Couple a little bit stronger than others, but I might not need all 6 of them to be set up for defending. I might be able to consolidate them into 2 or 4 of them. We'll see how that turns out, but I'm going to do that starting with my top 2, clear them out. Then I'm going to go down to my smaller ones and get them sorted, reinforcing the bigger accounts so that I know how many I'm dealing with. Go ahead, and I just cleaned that one out. Now I'm going to clean this one out. Now you can rewatch this video. I know my words go fast. You don't always know what I'm talking about, whatever. But once you see me do it, you'll understand that a lot of what I say and how I do things is not necessarily the way you have to do it. It's just how I do it quickly. After all the experience, all the mistakes I've made, all the things I learned, I have a routine that I do them. That way, a lot of times I'd be at work right now. I wouldn't be able to set up for void sometimes. So I have to know how to do it fast. And I've got a ton of shields on the accounts, the 8-hour ones, but I don't like having to rely on them. So now these are clear. They're ready to take reinforcements. So then I'm going to go ahead to my smaller ones that are definitely not going to be the leader castles. Shit. Go to my smaller ones that are definitely not going to be the leader castles and get them sorted out. That way, as I fill them out or learn what room I have available, because it changes. As you increase a castle, you might have more troops to hide or more room to hide them in. So I don't know everything off the top of my head. So these are my smallest ones. Now I've gone and flip-flopped. I started at my biggest ones. Now I'm going to my smallest ones near anything. And then when you do this, you want to make sure that you don't put another reinforcement in a flag next to it either. Okay, you want them far and few and far between. That way, somebody doesn't land there and they're like, oh shit, and they get bored and they'll check your buildings or whatever, and then they see one and then they start checking them all. You want them to come up empty. Even if they find one, you want them to come up empty on a bunch. So that one's empty and ready for me to empty. I've got to pause it again. All right, now I'm back at another little one. Uh-oh. She's crying hard. She thinks I left her. Damn it, I never do this to her, but I'm in the middle of a video. Hey, honey, I'm here. I'm here. Hey, come on. I got your friend. Sorry, guys. Here. Come on. I got you. I got you. All right, so I need to do the same thing here. All right, sweetie, I need you to not cry. Okay? I'm trying to do something. Come on. Come on. I'll show you. It's okay, baby. It's okay. And the pizza just came out the oven. You can also check here. Let's see what kind of currency I got and what I can sell. It never hurts to try and upgrade your officers again while you're in the middle of doing this. You're alright, baby. I'm going to make you some food in a second. Alright. Oh. What? I can't win. I can't win, guys. I can't win. I'm trying. I just can't. Alright, so I reinforced Alexandria now with another weak castle being. I want to spread them evenly. So if somebody comes along and they stack both of them, that both of them have the same firepower in them. Alright, so again, killing troops. And front line will work too. But nothing else. Alright, that's the best I'm going to get. Then I want to go ahead again. Fort, Q all. And then how many do I have left to hide? Honey, I gotta let it cool off. Alright. 9,000. So, buildings, flags. I'll pick one of the top ones here this time. You just want to make sure it's not next to any main buildings. You want it to be so random. Alright, now those are hidden. My bases are covered. And I can go ahead and clear them. I think I have it backwards. Alright. I forgot to resume it. So I didn't have to come here to these smallest ones because I'm trying to explain it. I'm forgetting my routine here. But the smallest ones aren't going to be getting reinforced. Okay, these are the ones I just sent all the troops out. They're not going to be getting reinforced. So I could wait until the end to go ahead and empty them. But I'm already here, so I'm going to do it now real quick. Alright, I gotta pause it. Next two biggest ones. Alright, 1 second. Daughter's falling asleep. She hasn't eaten and she's not in her pajamas yet. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, baby. I gotta finish putting your jammies on. Push. 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 Okay, and this one. Okay. We gotta do your laundry. He's too small for you, sweetie. She's falling asleep. Well, I guess you're not gonna eat right now. I'm gonna go put you to sleep. Come on. Come on. Oh. That's a good girl. And toys in the way I can't see.
Not using it? Just sell it, ship it, and get paid with Mercari, the selling app.
Some see an obstacle. But when you have best-in-class all-weather capability, it's just another opportunity. Jeep Cherokee.
I swear every time I think I've done good timing, she's asleep on my lap right now. She started waking up when I tried to carry her to the bed. Alright, so I go ahead and do my routine. Just cover everything that I can grab real fast matters. It all adds up. Okay. Check my rally size so I have an idea of how much room I have. 126. So I basically can't hide anymore in the hall because I have tiny halls. So I'm gonna pick another random flag. If it'll let me fucking click it. Seriously? Alright, reinforce. And that gets rid of them. All right.
Unless what? You get married?
Oh, another thing is you can use your food and oil up by increasing your bed space. It's another useful way, or barracks that's low.
Where'd you sit? What people were like?
They were fighting.
Sit for what? To starve? Work like life? And their kids still read? Yeah, people can. Give them out. They just have to be brave enough to take it. Why are you talking mine? People want to fight.
They were killed.
What about the other family? Huh? The ones who stay. What happens to them? People are looking at you, kid.
I don't want anyone looking to me. I can't help it.
What don't you want? Stay here.
Commander Fred, welcome to District 12.
Let's get to work.
Alright, now I go ahead and set fire to my other two big ones. And then the 4 left over, I can just disperse reinforcements between the 4 I have set up evenly. And I'm done. I can clean them all. And the ones that are going to have troops in them are already clean. So you see me send out attack marches to tiles from the first 4. But the other ones, the attack marches, are going to reinforce the ones that have their marches out. So if you guys have been putting up with all this chaos my life has, I mean, I thought I timed this perfectly. Normally she'll be busy doing something. Nope. Alright, so those are going to be clear. Pause. My next 2 strongest.
Trust me. I'm trying to help you. Okay?
Recognize her? Cadmus, Garland.
Interfere with the peacekeeper. I never said you. You already got it. Go back to his hand. That's not good enough. She's an agitator. Be sure Snow wants 3 day pictures here, because that's what we're looking at. It's bad enough if you marked up her face on the eve of the big one. Let it go. We will just.
Alright, now I send attack march into the castles. And I know that they already have. And I don't need to send frontline because they already have it. So I know that they already have one small one in them. I'm going to hope it's got enough room, and I'll know in a minute because it'll bounce off if it's not enough room.
You're all under curfew! Anyone out after dark will be shot on sight!
Probably shouldn't have picked a flag next to another castle, but whatever. Not that worried about it. If I gotta retrain the troops. Alright, so they didn't bounce, so they fit. Let's see all the troop speeds I have there. Because I never have to do it. Because of this process that I do. So my farms will get nailed, but I never lose anything. Go ahead and set another med tent, makes more room so that in any emergency, even though I need to be doing my mineral tiles, these are my newer mineral farms. And that's it for this one.
Guarantee your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Indeed. Are you in good hands?
Thor. Midnight. What are you in UK or something? This is just the prep video. And my video will be on my even if you miss it live, you'll be able to go back and watch it. Alright, so now I gotta do shit, I don't.
And 40% off spend. Yes! Ask Sherwin-Williams and get 40% off paints and stains with sale prices starting 2309, September 20th through 23rd. Only in your Sherwin-Williams store.
Alright, 2 more. Yeah, my videos, even the live ones, they go and they'll be available to watch. Same as one I just regular record. Except you'll see it always having the same thumbnail, unless I manually go in and change it later.
Get it to 0% APR for 48 months on a redesigned 2020 Outlander Sport. I work hard, I want my bike to work hard too. So I use my free money limited cards. Even when I'm spending, I'm earning 1.5% cash back with everything I
I can't remember if I accidentally sent it. If I sent it to Alexandria or I accidentally sent it to Kamala, but we're gonna find out in a second. Right. You could always take notes, and that's what Discord's for. So you can go to my Discord and post what you just watched. Send out again my reinforcements. Accuse all. So nothing bounced back. So that one's gonna have my full march in there. And then I just gotta hide the remainder. Go to random flag. I'll start way up high. Boom. Alright, and one more to do before I can go clean them all out. The ones that haven't been cleaned. I go through and I make sure I didn't miss any opportunities on anything. Be nice if I had some to sell for this guy, but nothing worth selling. And go ahead and upgrade, get rid of some food and wood. Pause. I still got 40 minutes, so I got this done with plenty of time. It would have been much faster if I wasn't talking. I didn't have my daughter to worry about. I feel horrible. If she doesn't understand where I went, she'll scream and cry like bloody murder. Alright, so next is going to be Nancy Pelosi. I hate these damn buttons. Speedy Mo. What's up, bro? Alright, and I get that one out. Then I go ahead and hide the remainder. Accuse all the highest tier troop into the fort. And then what's left will be my lowest tier that are less important that I just randomly try to hide. Again, you can put them in the hall, but the hall is limited to the highest rally size to fit it. So, and the hall is not touchable in void and only void. So if I could hide them in there, they would be 100% safe. Now they're going to be in flags. So if they are hit, let's hope that my main castles have already been hit so that the top tier troops are in the hospitals. And go ahead and do that. And now I can go ahead and clean them out. Pause. So, last step will be to empty them. So we know that 1, 2, 3, 4, they're already on fire because they've already been hit. These 2 didn't need to be on fire, but I jumped a step. But those 4 are going to have marches return, and they're already loaded with marches that I sent out. So I can scout them. We can see what we're at.
The broadcast cut up here. Or any excitement happened. You people distract? Hard to say. There was a 5-second delay, but nothing fast. If you cannot contain fatness of the demon, then I will have to challenge you.
There's a lot of steel and mineral I got out of just leftovers. What's the chance that the server you're against isn't much? Oh, there's a chance they are, but I'm not that worried about it. I'm doing this for you guys. I mean, I'm not going to make this video. Is only going to be for this time. So, in the future, it won't be videoing where I'm hiding them. But if they want to come this time, that's fine. So this is what we got. When the March returns, I'm talking about 80K, T7, T6 and T7 will be coming back to join these reigns. And that's my farms. And this is how my farms pay for themselves, because there's a chance that they get gold from winning. Doesn't make sense. Nancy Pelosi should have troops in there.
Distinguished by names of a special significance. And now, on this, the 75th anniversary of our defeat of the rebellion, we celebrate the third.
What the fuck?
As a reminder,
Radical Democrats, Bernie Sanders.
cannot overcome on this
Chuck Schumer, cowardly shit. I guess that's all of
male
them.
and female tributes are to be reaped from the existing pool of victors in each district.
Alright, I'm gonna put my daughter to bed real quick.
There she is. I'll leave it back on. And you come to what? Ask me to die. Why don't somebody help you? What's it say that you was here 45 minutes ago begging to save your life?
Alright, so I'll do a separate video when I start really playing. So everything should be empty, all extra troops, and I think I totally fucked my pizza up. All for you fuckers. Had a screaming baby. And now I got a pizza with a hard fucking crust. So, go to my Discord. I have the invite link. So if you have any questions, if you don't comment them on the video itself, ask there, and just for me and other people just like you that join and like to share their own experience. But this is how I keep all these farms growing, not hindered, not slowed, and they get paid. So they pay me and they get paid. If I would do the embassies on some of them, I'd be able to consolidate more troops together. Have more of a guarantee to win gold. Sometimes I don't, because I don't get enough kills. But if I'm online, I can always re-heal or transfer them. Uh-oh. See, those troops aren't supposed to be there. That's not good. You see how strong the castle is versus the farm. That's why I like consolidating them. I'm not sure what march that was that didn't get sent out. Oh, I put the wrong fucking castle in reinforced. That's awful. This is another one of my accounts. It's in one of my original alliance that I started with purely because of the location. They're neighbors of my personal alliance. So now they get the benefit of using it for their farms too. This thing's only got, I don't know, 100 and some thousand beds on it. So I'm gonna have to figure out where to hide all these troops. The C-30's in the alliance, so when I go into battle, if I'm active, I tell them. And as soon as somebody's attacking me, hell no, I ain't gonna clear that one out. I mean, I could. I would solo that. Without SAS, without anything, I'd solo it. See, the BP on it is only 2.7. And all the tiers are lower. So, if I were to send a basic solo march, the BP would be like 1.2 million or something. So it's going to be just about matching the stronger portion of the troop power of this castle. Now remember, this is a 2.7 mil BP castle, but that's not the troop power of it. You figure the castle's probably 500. I mean, because I build mine right, so you can't give this credit to everybody. So you might see a 3 mil BP castle that if you went and zeroed it, it might only be 200K, but it's a C25 because they don't do anything but shell the damn thing. This thing's completely built. But I don't spend on it. So I bought the growth pack in the beginning, but what I'd like to explain to you guys is because I know the life of not spending and spending. This is built on the leftovers at periods when I don't need it for this one. This thing would be matched with this one if I wasn't trying to max this castle out. I don't show my tech. I don't want anybody knowing how far I am, but I guess it really doesn't matter because you're going to find out. I'm not lacking anything. My tiles, you can look around in my castle here. The reason the steel tiles are so far is because they don't cost anything but food and oil. If you look at the top of my castle, that oil is what I have left over. I mean, I just started the build for this castle. So, oil, food, I don't even try for. That's only extra in farms. So, I have enough food when my farms are not skilled for food and they're rarely ever farming food. But they are skilled for oil because they have to be one or the other. And they farm oil if they're not able to do steel or mineral. So now I just cleaned out those farms. from just this morning. I sent out marches this morning, and that's the steel and mineral I got. And they didn't even finish farming. So, farms are lucrative. This pizza's not bad for being fucking hard. So, if you look in my castle, you see all my barracks are maxed out. This is one of the must-have, or I'll never have troops. Because it takes longer to train max tier, and that's all I use. Shit. My war and order, I gotta go put shields on 2 accounts. Uh-oh, my phone's dying. I got another phone so I can do other accounts with that one. Shit. There we go, plugged in. This is comparable to that C-29 we were just looking at. This is my main castle in War and Order. My number 1, my buddy. 136 million kills. Wounded limit gear. Actually, fuck it. I can't hide troops yet because I need to do World Challenge. Because once I get started in Void, I'm going to lose a lot of my troops.
Before we begin, I had a thought.
See, it's a lot like Age of Z. This game's older, though. But it's a lot like it.
I'm going to get you something good.
Why is that?
A token.
It's cheaper.
Thank you.
This is only worth $250. This is only worth $125. This will give me 60 or 70% easy.
Everything will be different because it's a quarter clip.
There you go. It always does it. They want you to buy them useless ass coins. These scrolls are worth every penny. They're hard to get. They're like the little pink things in Age of Z. And they upgrade the skills to your officer.
You're dealing with all experience, all right? That means you're going to have some allies.
Damn.
I think that it's good. You're not the problem.
I'm gonna have to really hide some troops.
You're starting at a disadvantage.
I'm not used to having this. This castle's never been this big.
But I know these people. You go it alone for their first move, is going to be to hunt you down. Both.
How could we trust you?
It's not about trust. It's about staying alive. Kashmir and Gloss, brother and sister, District 1. They won back-to-back games, captain favorites, lots of sponsors. They will be leading. And the other half of the career pack, Brutus and Inavari. She had to file in the fangs so she could rip people's throats out.
What?
Wires and beating, not minors, but brilliant. And weird, real tech. He won his game by electrocuting 6 tributes at once. The Morphling, masters of camouflage. Basically won their game by hiding until everyone else was dead. Self-medicating ever since, which I applaud. Not
Did it go down, right?
yes, he won.
You talking about my castle? Well, I wouldn't say 12 million. I'm doing Void War in both of them tonight. They're in both. because I wouldn't be able to do shit. If I had this castle all big, like my other ones, like look at this C-30 I got. There's a C-30. 26 million battle power. I gotta shield that fucker. It's VIP 11. Lord 47. I mean, it's badass. It's like built well. And then I got where's that? I gotta follow the flags. There it is. This is one of my farms. 5mm BP farm. These are all my other farms. This is my other C-35, my Archer. I gotta shield that one too. It's just they're too big. I mean, I can't stand trying to fight, and I can't scout anything because I got an attack march out and I got 4 other reinforcement marches out to keep my castle empty. You know, so I use it as an events castle, so I can have a lot of fun in the arcade events, the farmers' favorites. But when it comes to a real deal, like I do in this one, hitting real castles, I like to have all of my marches open. So if I have it too big, then I can't do that. Or I'm going to lose all the troops that I built up.
Unfortunately, I think that's true.
But I got 2 androids now. So I'll run War and Order on one and Age of Z on another, so that I can help and have fun at the same time. So, I wouldn't go off of the battle power number based on troop count, but none of my castles have middle power troops. They're all top tier. All of them. I mean, if you look in this castle, I can't promote anything. I have little T1, T2 infantry for like hitting little shit in void so that I can block for my main infantry. It just keeps the other realm from getting points, or as many points anyway. But I never use them. One thing in Age of Z and World on Fire, there's no money item like this. This is called Ozerite, which that's another thing. I gotta finish this. This is my Phantasm mage skill. Adds my mage's damage from 4.5% to 8%. I got insane damage stats. Right now I'm wearing wounded gear, so I have a higher wounded limit, but I've got all kinds of stats and shit for damage. And it's pretty fucking high when I have everything all geared up. It's pretty cool. See, this is a wounded gear. I'd be wearing the second Eternity belt. But I got Blessing belt on because it's gold and it's got raised wounded limit. This one, the Archer, the Radiance belt, if I had that in gold, I'd use it. Because it adds Angel HP. And this is also wounded limit. Doesn't help anything as far as combat. And then these are wounded limit. Columns are useless. So I'm at 382 now. I could do even better. I'm about to forge all my wounded gear. At 30, they don't have it for every piece. They have it for every piece at 25. So, I still haven't shown anybody the match trick yet. I'm afraid to put that out there because then War and Order will fucking change something, fix it. Here, you guys that actually watch this video through, what you do is you take and use whites. I'm not gonna put it on picture. I'm gonna say it real fast, and if you can understand it, you can understand it. You use whites all the way. Use the whites for making a level 1. Use whites to use that level 1 to make a level 5. Then to make a level 10, you use one white mat and one green mat with the white level 5 that you just used. So far you've only cost yourself mats that you'd get back for free if you broke it down, except one green mat. There's a chance that it doesn't come out green, but there's a chance it does. If it doesn't come out green, it's not worth backing up just yet. Then you try it again from 10 to 15, or you can do 10 to 10, same thing again, and use one green. But this does work. It's just like gambling, except this is gambling. Instead of gambling to land a nice piece of gear, you're gambling to double your winnings so you can break it down and have even more mats than you started with. So what I do is I'll start with white and I'll spend one green to end up with a green piece at level 10. Then I'll spend one blue with the 3 greens and end up with a blue piece at level 15. And I'll spend one blue or one purple with the rest blues to end up with a purple piece at 20. Or if I miss a step, I might end up with it at 25, which when you have a level 25 piece that's purple, you get like 30 some blue mats back. I mean, think about the cost. And even if you lost 1,000 times, you still win. You can't do that in Age of Z though, because Age of Z costs power ore. So by the time you have the power ore to even make the gear, you've already got more mats than you need. So if you understood that, yeah, well, Discord you mentioned, yeah, Dave has the C30. He's got 732% attack. I have an account in the Alliance. A lot of people do know about it, but I can read everything they're saying. Join in if I want, whatever. Nobody wants to fuck with me because I have the largest alliance, strictly for growing in the nation. And literally, I don't have any stupid rules. All you got to do is donate. That's it. Make sure you're donating, and they don't got to spend anything, you know. But it pays off for me. 579 War and Order. How you doing? So I guess it is good. I've seen you before, Roberto Rodriguez. Um, but I guess it pays off to show a little bit of War and Order here and there. But yeah, Void's coming up, and I'm gonna have to get my C30. Oh, that's another thing I got. You know, like I have a badass C26 or C27 or whatever it is over here. Where's it at? There it is, Lil YOLO C26, 7.6 mil BP. That's set up just purely as a trap. So, in reality, I'm sending out 4 fucking marches full of troops just to keep it at hospital limit, basically. But it has a hospital limit of like 300 some thousand for a C26. That's really good. So 300 some thousand of just straight T9, and then I take and put my this guy, I stick a march from him in there because he's got to stay shielded all the time, so I just reinforce people. And then there's some bad motherfuckers. Browning, he builds a good castle. Aaliyah is somewhere around here. She's got Grixis, he's badass, but he's in RTU with us now. Allie B. Doom, that's Aaliyah, Allie, but she's got like 3 or 4 nice ass castles. She's kind of like me. This guy right here, he's been busy, so he can't play much. I mean, this guy will get 0 to 8 mil BP and then shoot back up to 20 mil BP in 3 days. Swear to God, happens all the time. I don't know, maybe that's why he's busy, because he works all the time. But if he reinforces, no no. I'm one of the best in my alliance, I guess I'd say. I'm always in top, but no, I don't keep a strong castle because I can't use a strong castle. You know, troops are only useful what you can march out. The only other time that they're any good, the only reason to have more troops than you can actually use is because that way you don't have to heal when you do events like elite wars and such. But we can look right now. Ranking, Lord Power rank. I think it's Ibra. No, Boogie Woogie. And I had to turn off Wi-Fi again. Now this guy's got the strongest castle. I think he's maxed everything, and then Joker, and this is also Ibra's castle. And then where's Pyramids? Pyramids has a badass castle. Grixis, Pyramids, Dies, Ibra. I don't know about that Boogie Woogie. He's got a big power number, but he's not. I never see his name on the leaderboard. I think he used to play a lot, and he doesn't anymore. Where's it at? But you can see all this power numbers, all these guys that are higher in power rank, but I never see their name on a leaderboard. A couple of them, but I'm a low power guy. I mean, I can build a high power castle if I wanted to, but I'd never use it. You know, of course, my kill ranking is garbage now, being I don't play as often anymore, and we're always at peace. Where's it at? Ranking. Shit. I'm 8th in Lord Kill rank. I'm not the strongest, but I'm in every speed attack for. Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah, so here, this is how you see who's good. Well, this guy, Mr. T, he bought a castle from a good player. This guy, too, bought a castle from a good player. This guy, all his kills are from killing himself. All he does is farm himself. He gets top leaderboard prizes every... you never see him on the battlefield because he has so many castles. It is ridiculous. Like, you could go and steal 15 of his castles and he'd still come up top leaderboard because of the 15 you don't know about. Titan, he bought this from Pinipt, who was a badass, one of the original banners that took Game of War play style and money and just blew it away. But he needed to get out of it. He came back a couple times, but all it does is he doesn't have fun unless he's just balls to the wall. But Titan Jack is a very good player. So he bought a castle, a nice castle, but he also knows how to play that castle. This is Stafia. He's the guy that originally, he helped me get the castle that I'm in right now. Shit, I gotta go plug in, trying to smoke. But yeah, so there's a whole big story, but you don't tell who's a good player by their power rank. Anybody can afford shields 24/7, never show up for real-time battle, and then, you know, keep troops training all the time. That's cheap. That's easy. That's not how you merit. Where am I at in that? I'm 22nd. I missed a lot of events. A lot. I stopped playing for a while. Like, not stop, but I had to get out of it. But I think our clock's ticking down. I always wait until reset. Everybody knows my castle, so nobody's worried about it. If they see my castle not shielded, they might send a word once in a while on a line or whatever. But I always wait until reset to set my shield. That way I don't have to worry about setting it again. I don't have to worry about the last 5 minutes of void. You know, I'd rather wait 5 minutes in the beginning, set that shit, and then I can forget about it if I want to. And then void's over by the time my shield drops, so I'm good. You had no excuse for missing shield. You can buy a shield. You have a whole month to farm 720 gems and wait for the merchant ship to have that 720 gem 24-hour shield available. So you can do it in farms, you can do it in non-spender accounts without even thinking about it. It is easy as shit to get a 24-hour shield. That, or 3 8-hour shields, you just set an alarm for every 8 hours. Get on and hit your 8-hour shield. If my phone dies... Oh yeah, I was asking about, because I converted that other C-35 I got. It's building up T-11 Angels now, but I'm converting it to Archer just so that I have best of both worlds, even though they're not in the same alliance anymore. Screw around with T-11 Cav Marks. Yeah, because T-11, well, T-10 Cav demolish even mages. Even mages are tricked by those even Cav. The whole time they're getting pummeled and attacked by even Cav, but they're shooting at something else. So they're shooting at, whatever's going on in the middle. Because once there's no even mages on your side for the even mages to be firing at, and you still got them even tier Cav, they're just straight pummeling the shit out of them. But yeah, Team Cav, they're over there on the right with your odd mages, and they are resistant to Archer. I gotta run inside and get my I'm gonna reset to a new video. This video is strictly, what's supposed to be helpful for void prep, and those of you that actually watch it through got a little bit of information on gear and some other narration. I probably forget about half of what I talk about, but I got a tablet and 2 phones here, so I can run multiple shit, but you can't ever really be efficient with that, because I can't focus and do crazy shit with more than one account at a time. It's just not doable. I can't even do it in fake games like Fortress Wars. I try and do it. Fortress Wars is an event that you have to be active in. They made it that way. So you can't just put your troops in and get points for it. You actually have to be sending troops out. So here we go, guys. I will see you on this video. It's probably going to be... I can't ever decide which one I want to go for first, but because Age of Z is new to me, I kind of want to get this sucker out there running too. I'm going to go ahead so I can pay attention and stick a 8-hour shield on here. I'll be back with you guys shortly.